Hello, peeps. I hope we're having an amazing start to our Tuesday. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about how our internal mindset can affect our whole entire ability to see success. And I'm going to talk about that because that's something that's really close to my heart. And through my own mindset shift and recognizing kind of the stories that I was telling myself, I have been able to really completely transform my success in my life and find something that I'm hugely passionate about. So I just wanted to share it with you because it's something that for kind of 10 years of my career previously, I kind of walked around not even being aware of it. So before I go into that detail, I'm just going to introduce myself for those of you guys who don't know who I am. I am Izzy Bradshaw. I had a 10-year corporate property career in central London. I ran an office as a director at age 30 for a highly successful and large corporate brand. And then when I had my little boy at the age of 30, we literally had to have a full-time nanny. I saw my son for half an hour every day, and the London commute wore me down to the point that I just got so desperately anxious that I had a complete career change. I'd always been into health and fitness, so I retrained as a personal trainer, and then I came across the opportunity to become a wellness influencer right here on social media, and it has become literally the thing that I have more passion for in life than anything else, and I have seen huge success with it. And with that being said, the thing that I love more than anything with what I do is how you can transform your mindset by starting a physical regimen and then focusing on kind of your own personal development. And that's certainly the journey that I've been on. And I just wanted to share with you guys something that I wasn't aware of, as I said in the introduction to this video, until I started doing some mindset work. And that is that we limit our own potential a lot of the time because we have had self-limiting beliefs ingrained in us from childhood. And it's almost the internal voice that we have. We kind of, I've done a lot of personal development, and a lot of the time I hear people saying, oh, I'd really want to, and I'm going to try, and hopefully. And when you start to become really aware of the way that we talk to ourselves, you realize that all three of those things, I want to, I'm trying, or I'm hoping, they're all actually ways of telling ourselves that we're going to let ourselves off the hook. Because if you want something, it means you don't have it. If you're trying, it's almost like you feel like you're never going to get there. And if you're hoping, then it's like a wish on a prayer, right? So the act of kind of being really aware of how we talk has been absolutely huge for me personally. I know I was always that girl that would always say, like, I want this, and I'm hoping, and I'm trying. And the moment that I really started to shift those words into I'm going to, and it's happening, and just it becomes much more definitive with all of my life, like whether that be my personal life or my career goals. I noticed that all of those things started to happen, and it's because actually those words, the way that we speak to ourselves by saying hoping and trying and wanting and all of this, we're just letting ourselves off the hook. And then we look at kind of goals that perhaps we set ourselves or visions that we have for our lives, and we're like working really hard to get there, and we can't understand why it's not coming to fruition. And I know that was certainly a frustration of mine, but it was really interesting how when I started to tune into that internal voice and was really conscious of how I sort of walk through life, and this might sound weird to somebody that hasn't done personal development or anything of the sort, but, the way that we kind of talk to ourselves as we're walking around, and, things like saying silly me or I'm so stupid or things like that, they actually they're the most damaging things that we can do for our own self-esteem, because we're with us all of the day, right? So if someone else said it to us, it's almost better than if we keep telling ourselves that we're too stupid or we're not capable. They become our limiting self-beliefs. And actually you realize that when you start to unlock those, you start to change them, you start to kind of reposition the way that perhaps you've had that internal chatter all of your life. By making a shift and making a commitment to saying, actually, I'm not that person, I'm this person, and almost like having affirmations, if you've heard of those, it literally transforms everything. And it's not easy, and it's not going to happen tomorrow if you start doing it today. It has to be an active, conscious habit of calling yourself out on all of that stuff that you perhaps keep telling yourself. So start today, be really conscious. It can be very, very easy to slip away from that, but just tune into yourself, today, make that decision today that you're not going to hope and you're not going to try and you're not going to want, but you're going to do it. And you're going to be kind to yourself, and you're going to be kind to yourself in the way that you talk to yourself, which might sound slightly crazy, but we all have that internal voice, and that is the most damaging, but also the most powerful voice on this planet, to be able to move you through those times, to be able to see success. All those people that see massive success, they have got a really strong internal voice, and they don't let words like hopefully, trying, wanting, and negative self-talk ever come into their vocabulary. I can guarantee that. So I hope that's been really helpful. If you've got any queries, please let me know. But I know personally, this is where I've seen a massive shift in my own life, my personal life, but also my business. And so I wanted to share it because it was almost like I was scrabbling up a wall before. I'd worked really hard and I could never figure out why I was never getting there. So if you've got any queries, just let me know. And it's been such a pleasure to speak to you guys. And I will be coming live in here soon. Take care.